On tonight's episode of Fandom United, Rich whips out his Sentinel and, I've seen bigger.
I'm Rich.
I'm Othello.
I'm Aaron.
And by our fandoms combined, we're Fandom United. So, tonight we want to talk about, we want to talk about the Sentinel that HasLab just introduced.
By the enormous amount of Sentinels on the
counter.
It's subtle.
Yeah.
A little bit. And
throwing a little hint out there.
So HasLab, just as we love HasLab, because they're just nuts. They're just bonkers, and I love that kind of crazy with my collectability. Of course, if you don't know HasLab, if you saw the Jabba sail barge, that's those guys. They're doing Unicron, which is kind of like...
Yep.
But this one, the Sentinel that they got coming out
This one just makes sense for a HasLab, though.
Absolutely.
It makes as much sense as it did for the sail barge.
And
the sail barge is like, okay, yes, no question. This one, it does not surprise me. They hit funding, and for their first tier, it took a day for them to get 6,000 people on board with it.
So they said if you get 6,000 backers fully funded at $350 a pop, limit of 5 per transaction, of course, $350 a pop. 6,000 backers will go ahead and make it. That, like Rich said, they hit that in like a day.
Yeah.
So then, of course, they've had net goals to go as they've gone up. And so...
the incentive tiers is they had it.
The first one was a Master Mold head, which is, if you're a comic book nerd, you're awesome. Like, yeah, man. And the second tier was a damaged head and hand. So if you have some 6-inch X-Men figures, now your dioramas are just going to be fabulous because finally you have a Sentinel that's to scale.
Yeah, pretty close to scale. Yeah,
that's why I love HasLab so much because they do the ridiculous. That's why I love it. Whenever I get alert, HasLab, I'm like, ooh, click, because it's going to be something crazy. So the particulars on this figure was it 26 inches? Yeah. I think it is 26 and some change, which is 26.34 inches, which is crazy because this monster box that's laying here in front of me is 15.75. So I'm going to open this bad boy here. Yeah, Rich is and we have the same one here. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's like my torso.
Right.
And this comes up to the waist.
That's half the size, right?
Yeah.
That one is 15.75,
yeah,
and the other one's 26. So it's just over halfway.
There's a comparison picture. I just showed Aaron the comparison picture there.
Yeah, but I think it's easier to picture it by looking at this than the picture.
That's going to be freaking ginormous.
Yeah, that's like...
Okay, so I'm going to make sure Aaron has the picture. So you guys keep in mind that on this counter, from my waist up, this is 15.75. Right?
Yeah, he's in the box.
Well, he's in the box, but give or take a little bit.
It'll be about from the counter to the top of your head.
But from the counter to the top of my head is what this new HasLab Sentinel is going to be. That's absolutely insane. The accessory that it comes with the tentacle, right? It comes with a tentacle, the Sentinel tentacle. You did it. Something else. And it's prehensile, so you can wrap it around action figures or whatever, but that's 18 inches by itself. The accessory is bigger than this.
Now, what are you going to clear off of your shelf?
Everything. Everything. I can't let my wife watch this episode before I figure out how to order it and hide it. The money leaving the account until I get it. And I'm not joking.
If only you knew a toy store that could order it.
Shut up.
You can make payments.
So my kids watch the show.
That's a perfect idea.
I'm telling you, your Christmas is at stake. Shut up.
I mean, they would appreciate one of those for Christmas.
Screw them. That's for me.
You think you'd let them touch it? No.
Yeah, no. This
don't even look at it. Don't breathe on it.
Yeah, no. This goes right next to Dad's brand new PlayStation 5 when he gets it. No, it won't be any Fortnite on it. None of that. That's Dad's PS5. I'm not sharing that with anybody. And I wouldn't share this with anybody. Matter of fact, this would make me go out and and find every 6-inch Marvel Legends X-Men figure I could, so I could remember to mute my phone before we started. So I could, put together a display, because this is just that cool. Now, granted, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this figure. This is a great figure, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, if you look here in the box, we do have an Old Man Logan in here. And this is a 6-inch figure. And I don't know how well you guys can see that on camera. I hope you can see it in here. I hope I'm even pointing at the right side of the box. But there's a 6-inch figure in here for scale, right? So you can see what it looks like with this 15. The pictures that they posted on Hasbro's website of the new Sentinel with the 6-inch is just, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect. And it's
I like the sculpt of it.
I like the sculpt.
It's got more of a classic look than they've ever done. That monstrosity there, it looks more like what a Sentinel was supposed to look like from the comics. So I was actually really impressed. You're gonna start shooting stuff off of it.
Man, we got gypped when it came to toys.
We did.
No, we did not. We had really, really good stuff in the 80s. We did it right. You got screwed. Because the 90s stuff was not as good as the 80s stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But the stuff that they're coming out with now, it buries it.
It's like I said in the G.I. Joe episode, like, all the stuff that's coming out now matches what my imagination saw the toys as.
That's what it is it has the heart of what the stuff is that we grew up with.
Right.
But now they're engineered properly and better sculpts, better just...
Won't break after being used 3 times.
Speaking of better engineered, I forgot at one point of information, it has 72 points of articulation, 20 in each hand alone.
That's amazing.
20 points of articulation in a hand. That's your hand.
Yeah,
it's overkill, but awesome. So thank you,
awesome.
Hasbro.
Yeah.
I think most of the people are going to be using these as a diorama piece more than, I mean, you're going to play with it a couple times, but it's going to be a shelf piece to, like, wrap the tentacle around Old Man Logan and then have one climbing on top of him, and you're just going to leave it there for everyone to look at.
It also comes with a 6-inch Bastion figure with 30 points of articulation, which is amazing and then that also has a Master Sentinel head that it will come with as well as well as the regular Bastion head. So that's awesome. So not only are you getting this ginormous Sentinel, you're also getting Bastion. So all of my X-Men junkies out there, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And with the Master Sentinel head, too, so you can kind of recreate whatever story you want to recreate in your dioramas from the comic books. That's going to be epic. And I think that Nimrod is a new figure, too. I don't think that Nimrod has been out in the 6-inch, has it?
I don't think so.
There's 30 points of articulation on that figure.
So what's this coming in at? Like, how much is this going to cost?
$350.
$350?
They'll throw tax and shipping on there. The people who have
$400.
The prepay or the free membership, 2 polls will get free shipping, but you're still looking at at least another $50 in tax. So it'll just be just over $4.
It's worth it.
I think so. I think it'll do good.
It's so worth it
for a ginormous figure with full articulation.
Yeah, I mean.
As a toy store owner, I mean, my question is what the resale on those would be. I mean, I probably won't jump into ordering these heavy just because I don't think that there's any room for it to go up. I mean, for it to be profitable, I mean, I'd have to be able to sell it for $500-$600. And they may hit that.
I was going to say, if it becomes a hot item, then
the sale barge did so good. It went, the buy-in on those was $500, and I mean... they were selling $1,000 to $1,300 right out of the gate, and I really think that those will probably top out around $2,000. Somebody 10 years from now wanting to buy one, still probably be able to pick it up for that. I did not see that happening with the Unicron. I'm just curious to see where that goes.
Have much interest in it. Like,
right.
They had to fight to get
Hasbro kind of like extended that to kind of pad it a little bit.
Yeah.
To get people to be like, hey, come on in, get Unicron.
That's the thing, when they listen to the things that people actually want and just when they're like, okay, no, this one, the fact that this funded in a day and that they've already hit the second and on their way to the third tier.
Yeah, they're on their way to the third reward tier.
Because was it 8,500? Was it
9,000 is the next reward tier. Currently, the backer count is above 8,500. So within the next few days, we're going to see what that 9,000 backer bonus is.
What do you think it is? That was my question.
I don't know. I think it'd be really cool if it was
in.
Yes, the chest and the eyes are LEDs. Okay. It only needs 2 AAA batteries. So the
big of a figure?
Yeah, technology, man. Like the one that we showed earlier.
Small, doesn't take much power.
This one requires 3 AAA batteries, and that's just for the voice box and the eyes.
I was gonna say voice on this one.
Not that I have seen.
I didn't see anything.
I don't think so. But honestly, I don't need it to have a voice. I don't need, because if that LED plate is just a light, I don't know if they're gonna stick a button back there either.
Right.
It's complicated. I mean, it's already 260 individual pieces. You don't need to complicate it further than that, I don't think.
No,
it's already kind of crazy.
I'm just curious.
Now, I'm hoping that the next piece, I'm hoping that it's battle damage chest plate. That would be cool. I mean, because if you do that, I mean, you could, if you're doing a diorama, you could have a hand, a head, and chest plate.
Well, there's other
laying there
around,
and then there's also other Nimrod variations that they could do too. They could do other figures of, because Nimrod has had a couple different versions, so they could also do that. It's like, hey, here's another Nimrod or something like that, maybe that they could do. You're probably right though with the battle damage chest.
I think it would make sense. You know, it'd be cool if they had one where you could literally stick Wolverine's claws and hang him.
Yeah, but
coming out the body, that would.
Because with the LED in there, I don't know if they want anybody like pulling in on that circuitry or that wiring.
That could just be a plate though. They could have
plug
that to where there's a hole in it. And...
No,
I mean that's what I'm picturing. Is like one hand's going to be holding an X-Men, probably Cyclops, and then I would have Wolverine climbing on the other one, then have another one on the tentacle, and then like you said, put the damaged pieces around it.
It's a spin storm up here somewhere throwing lightning. Yes, absolutely. I really want to get this. The more and more I think about it, because I got love for the X-Men. Y'all just don't know. This one hit me in the feels when I saw it. I was like, oh no. I fought Jabba's sail barge. I love Transformers. I got on my cup. Love Transformers. I fought Unicron. I was like, I don't need it. That's a little bit much, but I really want this set.
Yeah. I mean, Rich could do it for you for 7 easy payments of $99.99.
7 easy, yeah. Well, see, and here's the thing, though. You talked about the resale value. I think that...
I don't know. I think this is going to be something that's going to become a hot item.
I mean, yeah, I think it's a hot item, but you're talking, we have over almost 9,000 backers, right? Not to say everybody is doing 5, because you can limit a 5 per transaction, but you're talking like 45,000. Let's say everybody got 5.
Right.
That's order, right? And we get to 9,000. That's 45,000 of these that'll be out there in the world, and they're going to keep it open. Ordering is open until August 24th, midnight Eastern time. So you got until basically August 23rd to get your money together and hide it from your wife and order it. So it's a little note to myself when I go back and watch this episode.
Hide it from your wife stuff about.
Shut up, you know the people I'm talking to. So
John,
they come in here all the time. Come on, you know these people.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I
just got a really cool wife.
Hear John talking about hiding it from his wife, so I know that. I know
John's already.
There's more out there.
Yeah, because I mean, John just did get that Yoda. Wait. You know what? Never mind. We'll skip that.
She doesn't watch it. Well,
no,
she might.
She might. This will be the one she watches. John will be grounded. But I think that with them having it open so long,
right?
I think that's going to be, by the time this is all said and done. I mean, how many backers are we going to have by the end of this in August 23rd, August 24th? What if it's 50,000? I mean,
you know
50,000. But what if it's 20,000 backers and you're talking a limit of 5 per? That's going to be a ton of these out in the market.
I still would rather this than a Comic-Con exclusive where you
just can't get it.
The majority of people can't go. I know people who live in California that have are in close proximity and can't get tickets to get in to Comic-Con, let alone get in and get the exclusives. And the people that are going in, scalping them and throwing them on eBay or wherever and selling them in the secondary market. And people don't even have a chance to get it. I love the idea of this where anybody can get it. All you have to do is be able to go on the Hasbro Pulse and
I like that as well because of the virus. Ooh, don't demonetize us.
Just bleep you out.
Yeah, just bleep me out there when I say this that one word. I think a lot of people are going to be gun shy about going back to big cons anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at, SDCC and when the doors open, man, or in New York, any of the big Comic Cons, man, it's just like just wall-to-wall people. There's a lot of people that are, I think, kind of,
I think Spring Break showed us that people aren't that smart.
No, it showed us that young people are stupid. Some young people, not all.
I can tell you the majority of the people that are going to cons are, I mean, there's no.
I'm just thinking that there's going to be a lot of people that might stay away from cons, for the foreseeable future. I really do think that this is the future of getting some of these exclusive toys as opposed to going to a con. It's better to do it this way.
You've got a level of nerd cred, but you're not looking at these cons for what they are. You're not that nerd. I mean, you get it more than the average person.
I have a need to go.
But this is the Super Bowl for nerds. And it's like saying that people aren't going to show up to the Super Bowl if there's a Super Bowl this year. It'll still... If football's happening this year, which I don't know, we'll see.
They'll sign the waivers and put their life at risk to do it.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that they're not.
I think it's going to be the same thing for cons. I don't think that it's going to hurt because I know so many people, because there's local cons, Kansas City, one here, there's Chicago, there's different cons that are in close proximity, and we get a lot of people who hit all those cons and they're upset that they haven't been able to go and they're ready to go.
I guess I'm basing it more on like what happened with E3 and where you had the like the companies, the publishers that were pulling out. You had the video game publishers that were like, no. And so then that makes the people not want to go.
That's true.
Even though some of the vendors and whatnot were there. And that's what I'm saying when something like a Comic-Con where it's all about meeting the public in the meet and greet, and you have a lot of these writers and artists and stars that normally go to Comic-Con that's part of the big draw that are not going to want to go. So I think that is going to really hurt the Comic-Con business overall until fears of the virus subside. With the people that you go to see not wanting to be there. And that's why I love something like this. It helps the regular Joe who maybe can't get to SDCC and get something like this exclusive. Like you said, get it at home, and I can have it delivered to my door, and it's something amazing that, it might not be a Comic-Con exclusive, but it'll be something that the average guy just doesn't have.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm excited about it. Your final thoughts on it? Gonna order
Christmas?
Pretty.
Yeah. Like, that's all I want. Honey, babe, that's all I want. That's all Yeah.
I mean,
like, legit.
You shouldn't have to worry about figuring out what I want for Christmas this
year. I think I will go home and fire up some Disney Plus and start watching the old school X-Men. Ooh, Rich, your final thoughts?
I'm gonna stick with pretty. Pretty's it is pretty. They did good.
Yeah.
Good job, Hasbro team, HasLab team for just knocking it out of the park. I really think that this one's gonna be a successful one. I mean, these are cool, but that one just I think it's gonna bury it. I really do.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like
this
here.
tall, dude. Yeah. My final thought is I need it. I really want it. I want it really bad. And I was kind of fighting it, and I didn't really I'm like, I'm okay. Until we started recording, and I'm like, holy crap, I really, really want it. And yeah, if you can't find a way to hide the money, you just buy it anyway. And when she asks you, just tell her, F you.